Hello, and welcome to Functional Wellbeing New Beginnings podcast with Michelle. We are happy to be here with you. It is July, and we are continuing on our series. Is your gut healthy? Let me know. I know you have an answer for me, and some of you may not be sure, but we are here today to help you understand about gut health, more so digestive system health. I am Michelle, and I have Miss Wonderful Glynnis Thatch with me today. Hi.
Hi.
Yes, we are coming together. We promise that in the month of July, we are going to share more about functional medicine and functional nutrition with you guys. And we wanted to come to you to share this information via understanding your digestive system. What is your digestive system all about? We want you to know that we also have heard concerns about what is really leaky gut about. So we are going to come here in the next two series, share with you this information of what is your digestive system, how it works, and related to what leaky gut is defined as. And in the third series, or the final series, we are going to share many tips and ways you can enhance your health through healing and keeping your digestive system healthy. Thank you again, Glynnis, for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Michelle. This is an honor. I'm glad to be here with you.
Yes. So we are going to get down into it because we have notes and and screens up and everything. We are here ready to share this information with you. But first, we must say our affirmation. And this July, we are using the affirmation, I am willing to trust myself. I am willing to trust life. I am willing to trust in goodness of others. So we are here and we hope you trust us because we trust ourselves to be able to share the information for you to get healthier and to live better. That's one of my mottos. Ready to live better? That is what we want you to do and continue doing all through your life, no matter your age. We want you to live better. So what is the digestive system? So we don't want to go too in depth in the anatomy of the digestive system, but we need to know basic information. And for us to do this today, I'm going to kind of look at it as if we ate a burger, where is it going? If I ate a burger, it has a bun, it has lettuce, maybe tomatoes and onions, and it may have the burger meat, hamburger meat in there, mustard, ketchup. Some people put the works, right? I don't eat all of that. I just eat the bun most of the times. But the normal average person will eat a hamburger with bread, vegetables, and the meat. So we have there, what you think, Glennis? Okay, we have bread, vegetables, meat. What macronutrients we're talking about there?
Wow, we're talking about protein, vegetables, even grains, right?
Yes. Good. So we have the carbs, the proteins. We have some fat because the meat has some fat in it. If you add in, some people like to put bacon in their burger. That is fat as well. So we looking at this hamburger that we're going to eat. It's lunchtime and we need to eat it. When we eat in this hamburger, first place it goes is, how does it get in us?
Our mouth.
Correct. Because right now your saliva is going and you're ready to eat. So the first place of the digestive system is your mouth. You have your teeth, you have your tongue, the roof of your mouth, All these play a huge factor in getting the food into you. For us to be able to get the food down, we have to chew it, right? So one of the functions of the mouth is to chew the food to get it down. And that's the mechanical process of the food. So along with chewing, we have saliva. So before you even eat the food, the saliva glands started, watering in your mouth. You're like, oh, this burger is so juicy. I'm ready to eat it. So another area we're looking at in the digestive system is the saliva gland. So you have the mouth, and then the saliva glands are down in your neck area right there. It helps with getting your food broken down. So we look at the mechanical, but now we add the chemical part of it. When the food is mashed up, it becomes a paste. They call that a bolus. That is what goes down your neck. And here we are heading to the esophagus. So this going down. So remember, we're not just talking about the stomach. We can get there yet. All of this is part of the digestive system. So all the while, it's mechanically breaking down and moving, coming down your chest, going down. It has some acid in there, some other chemicals in there to help break down this food. And when we eat this food, the different macronutrients, they would be divided up or digested at different time frames and places in your body. So, for instance, the bread and the lettuce and the tomatoes, they start chemically breaking down in the mouth when you start chewing it. So if you're not chewing your food, we have a problem, right?
Right. Yes. That's what's so important. You have to chew your food for you to get proper digestion.
Yes. So we go down the esophagus, we chew in the food. Sometimes, some people say they have like a gag reflex or they choking. So if somebody choking, it's because it's going down the wrong pipe. We like to say, so we have two pipes. If it's going down the wrong pipe, you'll be choking. We need to get it out, right? But so we want to be able to have glands and the glands working properly. If they're not working properly, we're going to have a problem to digest food. So, for instance, seniors, for example, may have problems with that if their glands are not working properly, versus even toddlers might have a problem with that. They may have gag reflex because their glands may not be developed enough to be able to eat certain foods. So, like a baby, you wouldn't give a baby a piece of chicken to eat, right? A baby that's 6 months old. I know some people did that. It was like, give this child some chicken bone. No.
No. One of the main things is that you need to have your teeth, right? To chew it.
Yes.
So, that's why we don't give babies whole foods. We give them mushed up foods once they're able to eat. And like you said, that's such a integral part of our digestion. Really, that's another thing. You really want to make sure you have your teeth are in good shape, right?
Yes.
And because you're going to do that chewing to get that mechanical start of your digestion. So I'm glad you brought that out about your babies and chicken.
Okay, I'm not chicken now.
Yeah.
Oh,
as adults, we have to really even know that, make sure your teeth are in good shape.
Yes.
So that you're getting that good, like chewing motion going, a good mechanical digestion started. So that's just another area of digestion that you really need to be aware of. So that's good. Yes. I love it.
Yes, and it holds true for seniors. Most of them have to wear dentures. If it is you don't have the teeth to grind and crush the foods, swallowing foods in that manner can create problems. You can choke. It wouldn't want to go down the esophagus. It might go down the trachea, and then you can't breathe and you're choking. So you want to be mindful of the foods that you eat when you're eating it. So we're eating this burger, we want to make sure we chew it. We will talk about how much times we should be chewing certain foods and stuff later on, but we just want you to get that picture, visualize that in your mind. Chew your food. All right, so once it goes down the esophagus, we're going down to the main place, the stomach. The stomach is important and integral to breaking down the food even more. And here we have acid. So a lot of people think, okay, there's acid only in the stomach, hydrochloric acid. No, there's acid all over the digestive system. It's just that the pH balance is different in different areas. So some people might get acid reflux, right? As a problem, they feel like, oh my gosh, when they eat something, they feel like I eat the chicken or I eat eating the burger and it riding their chest. That's something you'll say, it riding my chest. I can't, it's not going down. It's feeling like it burning my stomach or it's burning my chest.
Right.
That's probably because you may have too much acid in that area of your digestive system. Whereas you want the hydrochloric acid to be highest in your stomach to break down the food even more. Okay. All right. So after we go there, the food broken down a little bit more, it needs some help. So the proteins and the fats, those need to be broken down by not just the digestive system alone, but it needs help from the liver. Our liver helps us break down food even more. Our pancreas and our liver helps break down food even more. And those are like the proteins and the fats. So now we want to get the nutrients from it. But when we do eat food and it gets to that point, even the breads or the carbs are broken down even more at that point. Again, if you didn't chew it properly, you're giving your liver and your pancreas a lot of work to do at that point as well. Now, underneath the stomach, so your stomach is kind of like just underneath on your left side. If you figure out by your rib cage area there, if you put your hand on your stomach there, that's where your stomach rests. Okay. It is attached to your small intestines, which is then attached to your colon, and then we have the rectum. That is the whole digestive system there. So 6 parts. They all have a purpose. They all have an activity or a function for digesting your food and getting nutrients from it. The lining of the digestive system is a very thin lining, and it can be damaged easily. And we will talk a little bit more about that when we go to the next series of talking about leaky gut. Because leaky gut is not just alone thinking about, we have to think, okay, leaky gut, stomach, but we have to think about the whole digestive system when we talk about leaky gut later on. So, Glynnis, tell me, in each part here, what would you think the function of the digestive system would be? So for instance, we talked about the oral cavity, so the mouth, the saliva glands. That looks at, okay, we said if seniors or babies don't have teeth, then there will be a problem to mechanically break down food, right?
Right.
And some seniors, for instance, may have an issue of not even having saliva coming out and not feeling that sensation to want to eat. And hence we may have somebody having a problem of not eating, a senior not eating. As they get older, they don't want to eat. What do you think might be an effect of that? What do you think may affect that person, or if maybe the result of not being able to mechanically break down the food?
Yeah, so if they can't break down that food, then either first of all, if they don't have an appetite and they don't have the saliva, they have dry mouth or something like that, then you're right. I mean, they just can't break down the food, and then they're going to have decreased nutritional efficiency because they're not going to eat as much as they really, really need to.
And when we see that happening, it goes all the way down the whole digestive system. So for instance, if you're not, some people may have issues with their esophagus, for example. I've known people with nodes in there. Some people have scarring in there because they probably ate something before and it teared the inner lining of the esophagus. That can also create problems for someone in the long run. One of the things I could think of is feeling acid reflux in that area, or in just above that, in that chest area. Also looking at the stomach. So we will talk more about the stomach when we talk about leaky gut, but just give some examples of what can be some problems. For instance, if we don't have enough hydrochloric acid in our stomach, what could happen?
Yeah, so hydrochloric acid is very important in the stomach. It is what breaks our food down. Like Michelle was saying earlier, it breaks our food down. If you were to take hydrochloric acid and actually put it on your hand, it would burn your skin. It's not supposed to be outside of your body. That's how important it is. You really want to have that acid. So what I would say is, I know a lot of people think, oh, you shouldn't have acid, oh, this is why I've had acid reflux. No. You want to have acid in your stomach, but you want to have it in the right place of your stomach. So like Michelle said, we're going to talk more about ways to prevent it in our next episode, but just thinking about that you really want to focus on knowing the whole digestion system, right? In terms of how she was talking about chewing your food. Take the time out to chew, because this is one way you can even cure your reflux. The other thing is, it's okay to have some water while you're eating, but you want to make sure you're not over drinking so that you're not getting too much dilution of your stomach acid. Because like she said, very, very important. And like a lot of people will say, oh, I just get to belching so much and I'm so bloated. So that's one of the reasons, right? They're gulping too much while they're eating. So take that time out, right? So just take that time out. And there's other things, that we are going to talk about less, but just knowing there's all about the mechanical, and there's certain mechanical issues even going down our digestive system. There's a sphincter that if that gets too lax, that's one of the reasons why you get the reflux. So like I said, we will talk more about that in the following episodes. Yeah, but I love her analogy of the hamburger. Because it does. I mean, we need those. We absolutely need proteins, right? We need those. But we also know that we need those digestive enzymes to break down those proteins so that we are getting the most benefit from that nutrient that our body really needs.
And that speaks to now going to the small intestines, which have a big role in breaking down fats and proteins. If that area is not working too well, we have a lot of issues like bloating, or even some people have IBS. That starts off more so in the lower intestines, but we can see these things developing if it is someone has issues with their small intestine. And that sphincter, it's like, think of it as in your car. If you had an older car, not these electrical things, but if you had an older car and you had like a calibrator, the calibrator in it, and it has like it's like a lever. If that lever is not working properly, you're not going to get enough air. The air to fuel ratio is going to be off, and the car would either stutter or give off. It will sound like if it have gas in fluid in the line. It's the same thing with these sphincters in our system. if it's not working properly, we could have the bloating or excess gas or acid, more acid levels going up or down in the system to create issues. So we want you to understand that, okay, our body is made by God. I don't even know how he do all of this, but he did it. And we just
That's
gotta
all we gotta
believe,
know, right?
we just gotta believe that, each part of our body has a part to play, especially in the digestive system. Each part has a part to play, and it influences all of our full body systems, including our brain, our lungs, our liver, our heart, all our organs, our skin. The digestive system is an important and integral part of our health. If we don't keep it healthy, we are going to have many various issues popping up or symptoms popping up, and we need to figure out where it's coming from, how we can help it. And we know that one of the areas we can look at is the digestive system to create a cleaner root area or terrain to help your body stay healthy. Yes? All right. Now, we have talked about the digestive system. We wanted you to have a breakdown of what's going on in there, how our digestion plays, what role it plays in us eating, and how we get our nutrients in. Because other than the food breaking down, we know, okay, so where the food going after that? Well, once it's broken down in its right chemical balance or aminos or however it's broken down, then it goes through the bloodstream. It passes through the bloodstream, through the small intestines. It goes through the system. So then we get the nutrients. But if it is the small intestine not working properly, or the stomach have an issue, or the esophagus have an issue, all these things, the food is not going to break down the right way. Hence, some symptoms of even brain fog could be a symptom, liver issues, all these different things. You could think anything you have, diabetes, any medical issue you could think of right now, you can relate it back to a healthy or unhealthy digestive system. So we want the nutrients to be able to come get the nutrients. So a lot of people say, I am what I eat. Not necessarily. If your digestive system don't know how to break it down to get the nutrients, you're not what you eat. You think that. This really isn't. You want it to be. So you need to have a healthy system. And this is going to lead us into our next series where we talk about leaky gut. And we're going to break that down even further for you. So thank you so much, guys, for listening in. I know it was a lot of information, but guess what? It's just the important information that we need when we start talking about ways to heal. We are able to, put 2 and 2 together, figure it out. All right. Thank you so much, Glynnis. We are going to be back on here for you guys, sharing more information, talking about leaky gut. If you have any questions, we would love for you to share that. And you can share that from listening into the podcast on Spotify. We have a section there where you can ask us questions. You can also ask questions on YouTube. Now, I just want you to know that we are here to help you. We are here to share information to help you to live and feel better. Yes. Yay. So thank you guys for listening, and we will see you soon. Thank you. Thank you, Glynnis.
Thank you.
All right.